It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints.
This pussy nigga gonna go get the ring.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. It's brought in here by Willie Snead.
I fucked that up.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Right there, 54 Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go. Let's run. Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the out. Watch the road.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Roberts got it.
This nigga took the ball from who he was throwing it to. I hate when they do that.
This is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson rolling to his right. Got him in. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A.J. Klein on the tackle there.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, tight, tight. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play in this situation. But down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
Ready. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Now watch run. Echo. 54.
Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Like, who the fuck do they have good on their team? That's what I don't understand.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them.
So they got money.
Offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down.
So goddamn slow.
At the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
This nigga took 4 fucking minutes to
So
score.
he's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 3rd down gain of 19. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
I told you that nigga Ron Wade sound like Gates. That nigga Gates was his idol growing up.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll be a Saints first.
You can't challenge the play, fuck nigga.
Down on a gain of 16 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Breeze. And he whips
like, what's up with these niggas not being able to get off the block,
man?
Fell
incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Stupid.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. That is caught. Traquan Smith.
Stupid ass nigga.
Saints.
That's what happened when you trying to use it a fucking safety.
Traquan Smith, 44 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Gets past 1 man. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
58 to Mike, 58. Woo. Hey, pick your game up. Yeah. Go 58 to Mike. Check that out.
What?
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And the throw there incomplete.
It's easy to
Them
see
bitch-ass niggas took my pick.
Needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Saints field ready to get their drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
By Brandon Carr. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine.
And that's how I be. I ain't been getting
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On 1st down, Ingram. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd.
That's how I
2
beat.
minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Check it back, check it back. You kill.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Breeze.
Dog, can y'all block?
He goes down. Now the Ravens
God damn.
their timeouts as as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. On the ground, Kamara. Finding room at the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And it is incomplete.
Are you serious?
Curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. They'll run on 1st down. It's Ingram. And he can't quite get
this nigga almost hit him in the end zone.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Right there. 54, Mike. Go. Go. Set up. 54.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram. As the first half is winding down, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Breeze now. Looking here for Smith downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL.
I'm just trying to catch a better vibe.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Second and 5 now. Breeze out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Ready. Yellow lady. Over. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Ready, tight.
On first down, Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give them 32 on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Running with Kamara. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Again, it's Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. An 8-yard touchdown run, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point
All right,
game.
down by 3.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This fuck nigga can't really do nothing on offense.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And down he goes.
Dog, I'm going to pick that shit off.
That's good.
I am going to pick that shit up. Keep playing.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Rush in. Rush in. Motion. Reset. 58, boys. 58, Mike. Take up, go.
On second down, Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
This nigga takes a million years to do a drive, man.
Up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's just me and you.
Again, it's Edwards. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, 45 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
It'll take a million years to fucking. Oh.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Fuck.
They did what
This
they
nigga Terrell Pryor got stabbed.
Went down, got the touchdown,
And they got him for assault.
Matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense?
I've never heard of that.
While they continue to score on offense?
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. To throw, it's Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, now Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who
Hey,
once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air,
How you make them play underneath?
And 2 of them are bad.
Is that
He would
Woody
have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
I know he ain't got
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram, and he'll go down, and that will do it.
That's gonna make everybody play underneath with just one nigga. Okay. All right.
right there.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Let's go. Mike, 58, right there.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. There goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, if I was in a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Toss play, Kamara. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Breeze now to throw. And that will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Ravens on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Then how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is going to be intercepted.
I knew that bitch Earl wouldn't let that bitch go.
Seahawk Earl Thomas.
This bitch got up out of there.
They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And he will score. Touch. More.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milkers burning my dome like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, Sylvester Stallone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Give everyone jaws. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but them LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Wanna walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clippity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging all day.
I told you.
Determination, laser focus. Banging on they though they taking notice.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Going in. Check, check. Block 54. Block 54. Hey, check, check.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott to throw it. Cooper's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
And the Cowboy first down.
Here we go. 4-8. Minus 56. Here we go. Here we go. 49. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Prescott. And that'll be...
Nigga, that's pass interference.
The touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
He gonna take them hit, or he gonna win that fucking game.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10.
Nigga, they got 5-star recruits there all over Alabama.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24.
Only reason that nigga got that because he got caught up.
And will take over at the 24-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Sean
Lee got some linebackers out
for
there.
the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Malik Collins The defensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Watch 55. Push him back. Push him back. Mark 55. Look for signal. So we got man. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On third down, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Hey, here we go. You.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he is
Boy, Bobby Wagner is a fucking man.
And it brings up second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions,
that pussy nigga hit you, you gonna feel it, boy.
Attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, Elliott. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Elliott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. Now Prescott on 4th down. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25 from the 26-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
What? 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Brings up 3rd down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Strong right. Strong
That's
right.
the end of
Strong
the first
right.
quarter. With the score at
Hey,
7.
got 4. Got 4 down. 4 down. What? 280. Check 55. Mike. Alert. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the run. Mike, 55.
Third and long. It's Wilson. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Check 53. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw on 3rd down, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
No.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think
especially the way the game been going.
A lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
Oh, I got to let go. I have to let go of the fucking switch, man.
Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
You can't.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. First down, and it's Pollard again. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. In on the stop, Bradley McDougald. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Oh my God!
Intercepted.
Are you fucking serious?
30, the 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. The quick slant caught.
Oh, man.
Touchdown, Seattle. From 10 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down with a sack at Ziggy Ansah.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. To throw is Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the back.
Can I get the pick, man?
The Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Mark 55. Mark 55. Okay, double up.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, come on, now. Come on. Listen. Trump. Check. 12. Check.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here.
I wish this nigga would have a leg for a 60-yarder.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get
Fuck
there.
no.
He left it just short. No good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain.
They already
Charles
gave this
Hyde
nigga a
returned
fucking touchdown.
after the break. All right, Coach, thank
Nigga
you.
ran an RPO play. This nigga bat the ball down. Trey Flowers picked the ball up and run it back for a touchdown.
1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 22-yard line.
If somehow Alabama win the championship, you can't say nothing else about them niggas. I don't think that is it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
53, Mike 53. I'm coming after you.
Here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah,
they?
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
He only got a yard, but that was enough to do the job. It's caught, block it. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They run it with Carson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mike. 380. Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on.
Come on, give me the fucking pick, man.
A pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now Wilson to throw on third down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On first down, Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. 20! And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. 53 to Mike.
From the shotgun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On second down, it's Pollard. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Running with Elliott. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run the counter. Pollard. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, it's usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down, and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the
I'ma shine out, working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch, like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You said that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, y'all. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credential. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls and the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Steady, to the letter right, turn it up, giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints and rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to hit like rocket fuel.
There ain't no time, is it? Playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They say you switch, you won't get it. You know they kept in the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not famous, be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, watch out for this. I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew. They all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex-slick then hit with the. Back then, you out the zip. Blow out the back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the bip. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything
Yeah, Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dame pesos. Get your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit her max, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counted, that's a big number.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. And we gon' ride till we die.
I know, I don't know what's taking him so long. Oh, Pop. The niggas ain't played already, they ain't gonna play.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player.
Yeah. That bitch do be taking long though. That bitch be trying to wait for the last day too. And I don't know why, cause that bitch a little kid.
championships. All my records go hard. This a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them. I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend. They should go and hang my
The lines, you gotta keep hitting that nigga up. Uh-huh. Alabama. It's the third quarter and the score 31-27. Yeah. Ain't no defense being played. But it's 31-27. Oh. Yeah, them niggas on the 25. Auburn is.
Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me.
This nigga playing with the Ravens again.
I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, I'll deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. I will not crash.
Nigga, of course they open. Ain't nobody about to get in the league with that shit unless it's Masoom. That nigga YouTube crazy.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T
Nigga don't
Bank
stand a chance
Stadium.
with
The two
32 teams on the game.
Respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Nigga went from a normal deal to an X-Factor.
It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
It ain't consistent.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
That nigga, Pyro say he tired of giving his money to that nigga. Right, kick that nigga out the league. Fuck. Yeah. Nigga keep inviting his old elite ass nigga. Like, yeah, he do. He a white boy. I'm telling you, them white dudes be on YouTube crazy. I'm telling you. That nigga talking about he don't be on YouTube that much. Nigga, that much? And you playing like this? You crazy. But there's more. He know all the cheese though. He know all of it. And I ain't even know if he ran cheese, but once that nigga said that, made that statement, I was like, oh yeah.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. There's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Must be at work. Ain't no telling what power was it. Oh, it's Saturday. Oh.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Jackson from the shotgun. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
Keep playing. I'm going to take that shit off.
It's 3rd down.
This nigga ain't even running with Lamar Jackson. That's what's funny. Nah, I think this nigga watching my plays, because ain't no way I got one nigga viewing this shit already.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
I got you. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
What you playing on? Oh. Oh, okay.
Set, ready. Hey, over. Mike. Check pass. Check pass.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. $51 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with 1st and 10.
Yeah. Who, Alabama?
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Here's Prescott. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open
in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I know this girl, man. Oh, that's one I know of. Man.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
Come on, don't fuck over me like that, man.
Than first, 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Oh my God.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at Shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. We putting live from the winning side. Ready to try.
Yo, what is the name? I don't know. You tell me. Well, how I know it? Hold on, me guess. You got your hands on the wheel? I'm just saying it's a little
big chicks, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job. You see that? When my niggas real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase every breeze. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase every breeze. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase every breeze. Beats, leave it in the street, chase on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great color coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed it. You can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop doing your tracks, it's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit your team, shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together. Like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. So don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the rest recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy. I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do?
If you get mad, anything like that, I'm gonna let you be mad for the day. We'll leave you alone for the day, and then that's just gonna be it. We gonna see if you crack me again. Put myself together a little dust. So right now, I'm letting her marinate, because I told her, she can tell that I'm mad, all this other stuff. So then I'm gonna call her. I'm gonna be like, something. I don't know, you always hanging out with her, doing all this nonsense. You probably do.
I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the lines in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Play with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear it all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna feel like wait fans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from AT&T.
Stubbed in a few homes, holding the block down.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield?
What are you doing? Oh my God, that's the wrong button.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, keep it up, keep it up.
And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Only
obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip.
This nigga Power just sent me a game about
does yield points, maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He left.
On first down, Elliott.
He left.
Get a solid gain of 9 before being brought
Pot roast
down
less, bro.
second and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.